Hi guys, it's Sherry. Today we are going to be experimenting with some resin and trying a few different things that are new to me, and I've been practicing and just kind of playing around, and then I thought, you know what, I might as well record this and have you guys join me in experimenting with this stuff today. So I have this sticky mat and I got this off at Amazon. I can link it if you're interested, but I also have this UV tape and or resin tape, I should say. And I love to use the sticky mat for this because my tape sticks right to it and I don't have to tape my tape down, if that makes sense, if you know what I'm talking about. And I have this little metal frame, so we are going to be using that as well. I'm just going to stick that on there, and then I'm going to use my little board here just to push down. I want to make sure that my edges are completely sealed onto this tape. I don't want anything coming up. And I'm also going to, let me see here. I'm just going to take a tool here and I'm just going to kind of push this tape down and make sure it's going to be flat for me. I don't want any bubbles to show into my resin. So just push that down the best that you can and make sure that it's flat. So now I know that area is pretty good there. If there's a couple tiny bubbles, I'm not going to worry, but see this big bubble here? I don't want something like that under my piece, because if it is, then I have the chance of air being underneath that resin, or at least pushing up and making a indent into my resin there. So once you have that down, see, I got my glitter. So I've been using like this red glitter, and I think we should try a different color. I am going to stick with my sunflower washi tape because I just think it is so pretty, and I'm trying to capture the sunflowers on here, but I almost feel like I haven't gotten that yet. So I really just want to kind of play around and see what I can come up with. So I'm going to stick my resin in here, and then I'm going to put my, let's try this really pretty white. I'm going to clean my spoon off so I don't get red in there. So I'm going to take my glitter and I'm just going to stick it right in that resin right away. And I am going to put a lot in there because I really want that to show nicely. So I'm going to get my little stick and just mix it right up on here. And I kind of add my resin as I go, so if I feel like I need more, I'll just add more. Now this glitter is going to show up on the back. You will not see it on the front. But I always like the back of my pieces to have something. And I just think they look so much better than just plain resin and seeing the back of your washi tape or a flower or whatever you may put on there. I don't want to see that on the back of my pendant, so the glitter kind of hides all of that. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit more in there. And I'm filling this partial, like almost all the way to the top at this point, because I wasn't doing that before. And I feel like my washi tape kind of got lost in there with so much resin on top. So this time I'm going to put a little bit more than halfway right away, and then build up from that point. And I think that's what's going to help me be able to see my washi tape better. So now what I'm doing is I'm pulling down on this resin, so this way the resin doesn't swoop up like that, and you have this funny little concave going on after you take it out. Because when you lay the washi tape down, then you have this swoop, and it just doesn't work out very well. So I'm kind of just pulling everything down away from the edge and kind of pulling the glitter more into the middle. All right. So I'm going to put this under my UV light for about 2 minutes because the glitter is going to make it a little bit harder for it to go through. So do that for about 2 minutes under your light. And while that's under my light, I'm going to get, so I have this, it's called adhesive diamond wrap. I got this from the dollar store and I had no idea what I was going to do with it, but I thought it was really neat. So I tried it in the resin and I really loved the way it bordered off. So here you can see that it bordered off, but remember how I was just saying like your resin will swoop up? Here it swooped up, so now my stones are kind of like on a tilt, and I didn't like that, so I want to avoid that if I can. So I'm going to use green this time because I thought with the peachy orange color, my washi tape kind of got lost. You don't really see it as well. So I'm just going to cut a strip here. And then I'm also going to add a couple little flowers to go with my washi tape, just to kind of make little things pop out. I wish I had a sunflower, but I don't think this pack came with a sunflower, which I'm a little disappointed because I was really going for the whole sunflower look. But maybe I could go with something like that. That's close to the look of it. So maybe we could try one of those. So let's try that. Let's try this particular one and see how that comes out. I really love trying all these new things. Like when I'm doing my resin, I really want to be, I don't know how to explain it, but I really want my pieces to be different and kind of pop from everybody else. So that's kind of why I'm like, I don't know, I play around with a lot of my stuff. So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of, since I'm using the same size here, I'm just going to measure up and then I'm going to cut what I want to use out. But I just love playing with the resin. It's a lot of fun and you could do so many neat things with it. All right, so I think I might try those too. And my piece should be pretty well done. Okay, so that feels nice. So what I want to do next is I want to use my washi tape. So I'm going to cut a nice straight edge. And then just rip it off because it's easier just to rip it off. Now this time I did get a little doming on the side, or not doming, but it did push up a little bit, but it's not as bad as the first time I did it. Oops. So stick that right to the very tippy top. Try to get it straight. My cut is not straight. That's why it's not going straight. So let me get that straight. And then I can work with it better. There we go. And I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and I'm going to trim it. And I'm going to get my little rubber tool here. Just going to make sure everything is flat in there. And let's see, how do I want to lay one of these? I'm not sure if I want to use both yet or how I want to do this, but I want to add just one that's kind of going to be like a, yeah. All right. So now I'm going to just put one small layer. And spread that around. And if you don't want glitter on the front side at all, use a different tool to spread your resin, because right now I have a tiny bit of glitter on this tool, so I know I am actually going to get glitter on the front end, and I'm fine with that. I don't mind a little sparkle. So at this point, I'm just building my piece up. I'm going to put this under for 30 seconds. And I know I'm going to need 8 going down for this. So I'm going to just cut that right away while that's under. And I think I'm just going to do one side instead of 2 this time. Okay. And let me put this down first. So I want that about right there. I love building things up, and I don't want to take away from anything. So let me make this just a tad bit smaller. You know what? I'm going to actually cut this one right in half. And that way, I'll have just the edge coming out on the side. So I like that. And then I'm curious on how many of you really enjoy like building things up, like doing multi-layers of things or trying different medias, and you know, really kind of going out of the box. And how many like kind of just staying with the trends. So I'm just very curious on what people really look for. So if you have a certain thing that you really like, let me know. I'm very, very curious on how people view art and what they like and don't like. All right, so now I'm just going to put that on one side. And now I'm going to layer this up. And I'm going to pull this right to the edge, because over here, these little gems, because they're kind of sticking up, they want to stop the resin from going to the edge. I'm going to pull this over just a tad. Kind of feel like it should not be right against that wall. And put the lighter over it one more time, because that is a pretty thick layer. Make sure all the bubbles are popped. And now I will place this under my light one more time. And this time I'm going to put this under my light, I would say probably about 5 minutes, to make sure that the top is completely sealed. But that's what we have so far. And I actually like this one best so far. All right, guys. So here is the piece. I'm hoping by turning off that light that you can really see what it looks like. I absolutely love how this came out. I'm really, really hoping you can see this. Let me pull this over a little bit. It's kind of hard for me to see what right there. So if you could see, you can actually see like the different layers. And I love how this looks. This came out fantastic. So here is the first one that I was trying, and I'm hoping you can really see that right there. I would say you could, I think I made the mistake by using the red glitter, because the red glitter I could see through my washi tape, and it really, I think that's what was distorting my piece and making it look funny and just not letting my sunflowers pop. And here you could really see the sunflowers, and those little flowers that I added to it. And I love that because you could really see that they're layered, and that is really cool here. And then obviously this little green, you know, little gem strip, I think kind of just gives it a little extra. But the doming is beautiful on here. So now, this is what I love about these sticky pads. I could pull this off, and now I could feel underneath if this is hard or not. And it's not 100% hard. So now I will stick this under my UV light, just like this, and it will get completely solid and cured. So let me go do that for a couple minutes, and then we'll see the end results of everything. And I will turn my light back on. So I'm really hoping that turning that light off helped you guys be able to see it. That's the one bad thing about resin is when you're working with the resin and you're doing a video, sometimes the light just shines and reflects a certain way that it's just so hard for you as a viewer to really detail or see the detail in the piece. And it's almost a real shame because here I am trying to show you guys what I'm doing, and you can't even really see what the final piece is going to look like. So I'm hoping by turning off that light it helped. All right, so my piece is completely solid. I could feel that it's nice and hard. It's completely cured. And I did take a quick look at my video to make sure you guys can see, and that you can actually see better. So I'm very, very happy about that. So as you can see, I'm just going to pull this tape off. There's nothing sticky on this. Oops. So that is solid. It's smooth. There's nothing sticky, like I said. So I do want to show you here. You can see where I rubbed into that tape. So that is actually marked into it, and that's what I was afraid of with the bubbles. But I'm just going to put one more coat of resin on the back here, but I really just want to show you guys one last time how beautiful this came out. Very, very pleased with this. I think this is going to make a great little gift for somebody, and I really hope you guys enjoyed creating this piece with me. I will do, like I said, the back here. I'm going to do that very quick, but then I will let you guys go. And there we go. We are done. It looks gorgeous. I absolutely love the way this came out. I know I said that a couple times, but I really am pleased with this. I just think it's so pretty. I really hope you guys enjoyed creating this piece with me. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, let me know what you guys think. If you want me to do more resin tutorials that are the, the mixed media, or do you want to see more of whatever's in trend, trending at that point, let me know what you guys really would like to see. You guys have a beautiful day. Thank you again for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.